What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This video is going to be a review for the Panasonic HomeHawk window security camera. So basically it allows you to monitor your home from the inside out because this camera attaches to your window and it looks out and it captures security footage that way. Meaning someone can't just, if it's outside, for instance, someone couldn't just grab it, run away with it, and you lost your camera. And if they wanted to go inside, they're gonna have to break into your house, take the camera. It's a big thing. So it's a cool thing because maybe you don't want your camera outside, or maybe it's too cold where you live, or maybe whatever the reason is. This is just a different situation to have a security camera. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about the features of this camera. So first of all, you're gonna get live view, so you can view the camera live anytime you want, and it goes up to 24/7 recording if you want it to. It also has bright color night vision, which I'll definitely talk about that. 1080p full HD quality video, 150-degree wide view angle, person detection to reduce unnecessary notifications, customizable activity zones with selectable non-detection areas, easy monitoring with iOS or Android smartphones, 2-second pre-recording to capture critical activity. All the video storage is stored on a micro SD card. There's no cloud storage at all in here, no contracts, no fees. Like I said earlier, it does mount to your window with suction cups or double-sided tape. And then lastly, it works with Amazon Alexa and Google Assistant, and it retails for $149.95. Now let's go through the app for the Panasonic HomeHawk window camera. All right, so here's the app right here. One thing to know that kind of turns me off a little bit, but I guess it's a good security feature, is that when you want to see this camera on another phone, like say you have two phones or a tablet, or your wife is gonna, put it on her phone, you have to be on Wi-Fi in order to see it initially. After that fact, you can watch, after you log in and, the app from Wi-Fi, you can use it on Wi-Fi or, your mobile network. But anyways, this is the app right here. If you want to see a live view smack dab in the middle, just press on whatever the camera's name is. It'll load up. You can press this button right here and it'll make it larger so that you can see the full screen of what you're looking at. You can zoom in and, it's pretty cool. It does have a nice wide view angle. It looks good. You can take a quick picture this way if you're looking at it. You can tap that button and record it. And then this button says when motion is detected. That basically just tells you it's going to be tracked by a box. So you can turn that off if you want. So we'll turn it off. There it goes. So I won't, and you'll see that in some of the footage that it captured. And then up here, you can go into the camera settings. And inside of the camera settings, what we're going to have is a bunch of stuff in here. You can tap right here and name and change the name of the camera. You can go into signal strength to see how strong the signal is. You can see I'm getting the most bars I could. Go into video and you can change the resolution as low as VGA all the way up to full HD. You can also change the frame rate from as low as 15 frames to 30 frames. And some of the reasons you might want to change the resolution of the frames is just maybe you want to keep your memory card full or stuff like that. Brightness, you can come in here and make it brighter or less bright. Bitrate level, you can show that if you want. Not a big deal. Recording settings, you can show a timestamp. You can overwrite the recordings once your memory card is full, or you can format your memory card. You can also see how much storage is left on your memory card. Because like I said, everything is saved on the memory card. There's nothing saved in the cloud. Notification settings, you can have it so it gives you notifications for settings for recording errors or mode changes. Detection, you can set a detection area if need be. So tap on this, and then when you want to set it, you just leave open these spots where you want it to capture footage, and then tap on the spaces you don't. So if I didn't want to see anything from here, I could just tap that, and then when you're done, just hit set, and it'll set that area. You can also change the motion sensitivity from everything from low all the way to high. The login settings right here, that's going to be if you want to automatically log in remotely when you're, like, say on a mobile network, it'll automatically log in, or otherwise you can put in a password. for the camera. And that's a good security feature. Again, if you don't want people to be able to log in remotely and you only want it to work when you're on your Wi-Fi network, that might be a good reason. But I mean, ultimately, I think you have a security camera because you want to see at all times, wherever you are, what's going on. You can also change your login password. Status LED, that's basically the light that goes on the camera. You can turn that on or off. I like to have it off so it doesn't attract any more attention. This is where you can change your network that it's connected to and all of that. System is going to allow you to adjust the time zones. Maintenance reminders. Maintenance reminders basically are, since the camera sticks with adhesive, you do have to take it off, put it back on every 3 months, or at least that's what they recommend. You can also stick it with adhesive. Again, those are just kind of reminders. System updates, firmware updates, I should say. It does get firmware updates in case you need to update the camera. You can also reset the camera settings. And that's pretty much it for the camera settings. Let's go back here. And I wish they had this in camera settings as well. I don't know why they don't. This right here. So basically, if you want it to give you notifications on people and stuff like that, you have to click on this right here in this middle button right here where it says protection. You tap on that and you can change it if you want it to record 24/7, if you want it to do basic, if you wanted to create your own rules, you can do that. The best one, I think, is this one. Let's just go back. I think protection's the best one. And if you want, and it tells you right here, it's going to send notifications when motion is detected. To reduce unnecessary notifications, select useful features below and then hit OK. But basically, if you hit this edit right here, you can go into any of these and edit the settings for them. So for instance, mine will start recording when motion is detected. The duration it will record is 30 seconds. You can do it for a long time. It looks like up to 5 minutes. Also send notifications. So I'm only going to get notifications when it sees a person. I can do all motion as well, or I can just turn it off. But I think seeing a person, obviously a leaf or a tree is not going to break into your house. So I think that's a good reason to set it to person only. And then the other thing I wanted to show in here is when you click on, actually I'll show that afterwards, the camera, but ultimately one of the cool things in here, a lot of cameras, security cameras don't have this. Useful features. If you're not sure how to do something, you click on that and then click this downward arrow and it walks you through if you want to set motion sensitivity because you don't know how to, or set to person only notifications, or set detection areas, or reduce unnecessary notifications. You click on this and it shows you a video. I love that. I think that's such a cool thing that Panasonic added in here. Now, when you want to see footage that the camera recorded, just tap on the camera that you have. You might have multiple, but tap on that specific camera. And I like that they allow us to filter this really simply. If I just want to see people, I can tap that and I can see a person walking by. So let's tap this. It'll show just people notifications. I'll turn this sideways. And it loads pretty quick when it shows the footage. You can see here I am just walking over to the door. And it's pretty good. You can kind of see what's going on. One thing you can't do currently, I heard it is coming at the end of the year. It needs an app update, but you're not able to download video clips or photos that the camera took directly to your phone. You have to take the memory card out of the actual security camera in order to see that footage anywhere else. So you can watch it on your phone, but you can't save it to your phone just yet. I heard it's coming at that kind of thing is coming at the end of this year. And if you want to see like all the dates that it recorded, hit show all. And then at the top here, you can see you can go back. I wish this was a little bit quicker so you didn't have to like hit one day at a time. Maybe it is. I don't know. I haven't forget. It doesn't seem like there's a way to go through that, but it allows you to choose different days. And here's a night one. And this is one thing I kind of wanted to complain about. They say it's got night mode and I don't see it. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't seem to work that way. You can see I'm walking and it's pretty hard to see who I am. I can see it's somebody, it looks like a guy, but you know, my light is turned off and I purposely did that. And I can't really tell what's going on. It's kind of a disappointment and a bit, hopefully they have some way to fix that. Once the light is turned on, it does adjust and you can see some stuff. but ultimately it is a little bit of a disappointment that it's really hard to see at night. Like I said, it looks pretty good. The frame rates are good. It's looking through a window, so if your window's dirty, make sure your window's clean. But if your window's dirty, obviously it's not going to look as good. But ultimately, I mean, I don't know if I show this footage to someone, I don't know if they would think that it's coming from a security camera that's looking through a window. I think that's pretty darn good, the quality of what it looks like, especially during the day. I think it's good during the day. At night, probably not so much. Another thing you might notice is it doesn't record sound, which kind of makes sense because it's in your house, but I would like to see the feature of being able to record sound when it captures footage. You can also do motion, so if it captures any motion, which that could be a leaf moving, it could be anything, a car, depending upon where you have the camera situated. So I like that it's really easy to sort these, but ultimately it's the app is, I would say it's pretty good, but it's also a little bit clunky too. So you've seen the app, you've seen what it looks like, you see how it functions within the app. I think it's a good security camera. I like it's kind of like, you know, the security within the security, meaning that there's ways to block out outside parties from maybe hacking your account. I still would like to see two-step authentication with this camera. I would like to see better night mode video with this camera. The daytime video quality, I think, is very good. You can see what's going on. I like it from my use case because my doorbell camera is unable to see too low, and I can't see if I have a package or something. So I like using this one to notice if I have a package, if someone dropped it off, how they dropped it off, things like that. No one's gonna steal this camera because it's inside my house. I mean, they still could, and that could be a case where, you know, someone stole this camera and I lost all the footage on it because it is stored locally. There's no cloud storage on it. Also, there's no batteries to worry about. If a lot of these cameras run off batteries, this one plugs into the wall, so you always have power. Now, if power goes out, obviously you can't view the camera. If your network goes down, obviously you can't view the camera as well. But overall, I think as a security camera, it's decent. I don't know if it would be my first choice in terms of a security camera, but I like the idea behind it, with some of the stuff that you can do with, you know, being behind the window, but still being able to capture footage and basically being weatherproof as well, because of the fact that even though it's looking outside, it doesn't get bogged down by the weather unless obviously the window froze over and you couldn't see through it or something like that. But let me know what you guys think of the Panasonic HomeHawk window camera. Kind of an interesting device, right? If you want to pick it up, I'll link it down below. You can pick it up on Amazon. Thanks for watching. See you down the road. Peace.